Okay, I've been recording things with some very complicated setups recently. So going back to getting over it, it's like such a surprisingly simple setup. I just open the game, and then on OBS I select the source as over it, and then hit just start recording. It's so simple and so easy. Um, that being said, I have not played this in probably a few months. I haven't uploaded any of it, of course, so you won't see discontinuity uploading. It'll be like whatever previous part was to this, and then this one. Um, but because I don't know why I do this. I tend to like to record everything and then upload it afterwards. But there's a big gap in time in the recording between the previous one and this one, and so that may show in the rustiness that is exhibited. Also, some random point during the middle of this, my health insurance company is going to call me because I called them asking them to call me because I can't figure out a way to pay my bill. So there's going to be an awkward pause. You may not even notice if I didn't say that. Okay. Okay, I still haven't figured out how to do this part. Wow, man, I'm rusty. I like the muscle memory is not here. Okay. The muscle memory is not there. Oh man. Well, this is gonna get messy, I guess. Okay. Ain't nothing but a peanut. Okay. Close. I mean, it wasn't. That didn't make me feel hopeless. Better. It's obviously not blind. Like, I've watched someone do this part since I've. Like, I don't really like that. I said, yes, that is cheating this. Like, we can't figure out how to do something and then, like, you know, you see someone else do it. That being said, like, what I was trying to do in the last recording, trying to get through this what I could, was actually to push off of this particular stone. So, I'm not doing anything particularly revolutionary as far as I've been trying to do this. Okay, that might have actually been the right upward trajectory. It's just that the way that I swung the axe was too, like, into the wall as opposed to down. Muscle memory is still not there. That was really messy again. Yeah, just more. Oops. Nope, too far back. Just need to be more, like, down on it. Considering this is after Orange Hell, you'd expect it to be harder than Orange Hell, right? Right? When do we expect games to have reasonable linear progression of difficulty? Never! Punch and over top. Even closer. Improvement. Things are getting better. Which means it shows that it's possible for things to get better. Okay, we need to tip off. We can't. They'll just hit the ceiling. I mean, you theoretically could do it while hitting the ceiling. You just kind of tip, but... Gentle. Ah! You know, Bennett Foddy said that he would make something like this, and then he wouldn't be able to do it, and then it would always be like it was his failure as a player to do it, that he couldn't do it. And my question would be, well, then how would you know that this would even be possible? You gotta know it's possible, right? So if you fail it over and over again, how do you know? Would you have some friend? Man, it would be nice having one of those that would come along and test it for you that might be better at gaming. Anyway. So if I made this, right, I would change it because I wouldn't be able to do it. I would think it would be impossible. Now I know it's possible because people have beaten this game. So now I know when I see improvement that that's going to some place of destination. But I wouldn't know that but even with the improvement, I still wouldn't be able to tell this was possible if this is all I had. At least with stuff like the world's hardest game, like you could make something that's theoretically possible. Like you could have some theory as to what you created was possible even without beating it. But especially when a lot of difficulty in something like the world's hardest game comes from having to do the same thing multiple times and succeed. Right? If you could do it once, you can do it twice. It's just harder because the probability that you do it is the probability that you do it once squared, basically. In like a low, it might be you turn into sort of a Poisson process, but in a low amount of completions limit, maybe. It gets complicated, but it's possible. There's a theoretical model to. You can have if the block can move this rate, it can go here, and then it's possible for it to get here by this time, blah, blah, blah. This isn't how you could really tell. I aimed. Bad aim. Bad aim. Impatience. Not being methodical enough with my hammer. Okay, just way like this. That was a weak punch. I need to punch way harder. Always mess something up. Everything has to be perfect. Okay, so more hammer more like this, and punch hard. Hard punch. Punch! Nope. I don't know why that failed, though. I guess it's because there was just not enough rock underneath my hammer. Oh, this is just going to slam me to the ceiling. I'll do it anyway, though. Yeah, when you slam to the ceiling, that kicks you back, right? So your hammer doesn't have a chance. You get kicked to the left, and so your hammer really doesn't have a chance at getting where it needs to go. Just for kicks, I gotta see if there's a way to get this to swing. If I swing it at a high enough rate, nope. Okay. See, it starts to lift you. See how it starts to lift you? But then you slide off. But if you could get the motion in there while you still have the grip, you had a fast enough flick, then you could theoretically go upwards. But no. Okay. Again, didn't get a good punch. But I punched, not only did I have I was far off the edge, but I punched weakly. So at least that's something that it can be helped, right? How hard you punch. Why would you ever not punch hard? Come on. Punch! Yes! I didn't succeed, but that was an actual punch. Oh. Okay. 3, 2, 1, punch! Ugh. Be more aggressive with the flick when I actually get it. I get the hammer on, like, hammer is on. And then I don't actually try to utilize the hammer catching to actually flip myself up over the rock. I just go, yes! I sunk the hammer in. Well, there's only so much friction, so you're just gonna slide right off. You don't do something to take advantage of that. Okay. 3, 2, 1, punch! Well, that wasn't a good enough punch. Okay. 3, 2, 1, punch! Oh, I was too close in. I hit my head on the ceiling. There's always something a little bit wrong. Three, two, one, punch! Oh, what went wrong there? It was like a last minute. I looked away at the last second or something to do a harder punch for some reason. I didn't pay attention. It moved the hammer in a weird way. Okay. 3, 2, 1, punch! Too close in. I hit my head on the ceiling. Three, 2, 1, punch! I had no idea what went wrong. Punch! Now that trajectory. I tried that trajectory experimentally, but it didn't work. Punch! Okay, so that's just too sheer. That is punching down on too steep a part of rock. I can't get a good upward punch there. Okay. Punch! Now it's just too sheer. So I have to punch down on at least some sort of, but it's because I get like some flat top tipping going on. Punch! Okay. Come on, do the thing. Do the thing. There you go. Do it correctly. There you go. Okay. Nope. Not wrong posture. You have to be close enough. Okay. Punch! Somehow that didn't work. Makes you celebrate, but not, right? You're like, right here, there's basically no chance if you fail that you'll get sent back a whole lot, right? You'll get sent back to the beginning if you fail right here. Which is kind of lame. Maybe he should have designed it so that you can get sent back to the beginning if you fail right here. I mean, that wouldn't make the game impossible since doing this is possible. But then you actually have to do it, though. And then your happiness is not to last. Bah! Oh. Bah! No, set yourself down. there you go. Now you can... Now you can fail epically. You need to, like, punch that thing out of the way or something. That's why I should not try to go over it. Why did I try to go over it? Why did the title of the game deceive me? Ah! Okay, well, that's a nice fit. Well, at least I knocked the hat more out of the way now. Pah! Ah! Ugh! Bah!
Oh no.
I don't know why I even bothered. Why did I bother? Impatience. I could have put it in a position that was more likely to succeed. I didn't. I just like went on this vain hope that I could somehow randomly get it in this really bad from this really bad position. Okay. Boom! Bah! We're just going to try off this position for some reason. I don't know why I would think this would succeed. No, it won't succeed. I got to tip myself. There we go. Why do stuff that you know will fail? Why waste your time? Ice! Ice! No, I knew that angle was bad. Why did I go for it? Why did I go for it instead of trying to fix the angle? My patience is disappointing. Okay, this is a good angle. Hey! But it didn't succeed. The angle needs to be even better somehow. Well, it was good height at least. It's just enough times, I mean. Well, it felt good, but there wasn't enough power in that. No, that's not going to work because it's too far off the edge. Correct it to something that has a chance of working. Don't just throw it away. Okay. Tilt. No. I didn't even swing the axe. I already saw it go too far off to the left. No! If only I had more commitment. Ice! Nope. And punch! Nope. Oh, so close. Bah! Why did it go off that far? I'm gonna try something here. Just extreme, like, bounce off circling. There's got to be like a speedrun strat that's involved in this, where you kind of. But the problem is, like, so with this one, you can kind of poing off of it and get a lot of height. But then these ones, because you can only come down from, you can't sink into it. Like this, you can like sink. Let's see if I can demonstrate. Like I can get on it, right? And then you can sink down. I can't demonstrate. Anyway, because of the way the swing type of swing you can get a lot of height off of it. But I guess you can't really get a lot of height off of these ones. That's not going to work because it's going to just shove me into the ceiling. Okay. Bah! That still shoved me into the ceiling. Bah! Bah! Now, if I fall back down in there again... Okay, so... This is really strange. I see that green hook there. The problem is that this is a 2D game. It's not a 3D game. So that green hook doesn't stick out at all. It has nothing to do with anything. I basically have to get all the way to the top. But, like, that's too far to go. So do I have to, like, catch on that, like, little bit that, like, sticks out right there, that few, like, 5 or 6 pixels on my 4K monitor, and use that to swing myself up? Is that the idea here? Well, whatever. I can't back down. I have to do whatever it is, so... Punch! And... Okay. Let's see. Punch, how did... This is... Why is it shaped so annoying? Punch and hook. Okay. Three, two, one, punch! Oh. Okay, so that's close to correct. You just gotta have more commitment. And actually swing yourself over once you get that hook in. Okay, punch. Man, the way these are shaped to get a good punch. Punch and hook. Okay. Yeah, being over the edge like that isn't a bad thing. It gives you more horizontal, right? Okay. 3, 2, 1, punch! Man, I didn't get any power out of the punch. Punch and hook. Whoa, nope, no. Don't you dare go that way. Okay. 3, 2, 1, punch! Oh. Punch and hook. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Punch! It's like when I'm tilted off the edge there, I can't actually get as good a punch somehow. Interesting. Punch. Oh. Punch. Hook. Good. You could make that pit make you go all back to the beginning. Or you could do like you do like at that at the slide part where there's like a catch pit, but then you can go back in the beginning from there if you double mess up. Why are you so merciful, Minute Foddy? You could have made this so much worse. But you didn't. Is that a fail? Okay. 3, 2, 1. Punch! Maybe it's like a recoil on your punch and it gets like more intense. Like if I if I whip the mouse, I can get like more punch. Whoops. It be sensitive. Right there. Bam! No, I like moved the hammer. Never mind. Nope. No, my most success has been more of like a flat foot. Yeah, not with the tilt off. Right there. Oh well, it's gonna tilt. Fine. Punch! No, it's like so I hooked it in, but I didn't swing off of it. Right? I always want that assurance. I want that like, got it. It's stuck in there. But the thing is, this far up in the game, you can't really get it. You have to like as soon as you establish that connection, you got to utilize that connection. Punch! Punch! Utilize. I'm still slow to swing over. Okay. Punch and hook. Okay. Punch! 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 Maybe I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know. Punch! Yeah, maybe if I just keep pushing down with the mouse, I might be able to just avoid the bounce. Maybe. Or just stop moving the mouse. And then I can get the security that I'm looking for. Oh, nice. That failed for some reason.
Oh no.
Punch!
Oh. What? What?
Okay. Punch!
What?
Okay, well, this is really steep. Yeah, basically keeping the mouse still. Like, as soon as you catch it, and don't try to, like, push... Actually, don't push down, but just keep it there. That's what helps it not bounce. I forgot about that, because, again, I'm rusty. I haven't played this in a while. Now, this looks, like, demented. But we can make one step pretty easily, it appears. That's that one. But we do have to get a little bit closer. Oh, no. Okay, I have to move it the other way. No. Okay, now, yeah, now I'm closer in. Now I can get my hammer up here, which looks like it's, you know, a reasonable slope. And one that I can actually set myself down on if I wanted to. But I see a better place, so I'm going to go for the better place. Okay. So now I have another punch and hook situation. I don't want to do it. The problem with not having face cam on is when I like stall, it stalls, right? I just see nothing happening. Well, I was just sitting here trying to be like, trying to psych myself up to do this one move that if I mess up, I'm just gonna fall all the way back to having to jump off the anvil again. It's like Orange Hell V2, except it's not as bad because it doesn't send you back as far when you mess up. But it still sends you back further than you want to be sent back. Okay. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. Yeah, buddy! Okay. Put the hammer right there. 3, 2, 1, punch!
What?
Okay, now I have to figure out what to do here. So, I can climb up higher, right? But I know because I'm not playing this blind that you cannot actually climb up that pillar, right? So, that's not really a route to the right there. You can just get higher ground to jump off of to get to that ball on the left. But do I really want to be closer or higher? It looks like actually the level I'm on right now is the level that's most likely going to get me over to that ball. If I were to guess. And so I don't actually want to go up to like focus on that, what's up in the upper and to the right. There might be an Easter egg, there might be something cool to look at, but in this game, I don't want to take any chances with anything. So I'm going to try to punch off the end of the peninsula, whatever, the balcony type thing I'm on, that outcropping I'm on right now, over to that ball on the left there. Perfect staging for this body. Now I just position the hammer. That's good right there. And there ain't nothing to this but to do this. I moved it a little bit intentionally. Okay. 3, 2, 1, up, back. 3, 2, 1, punch!
It means a lot to me that you've come this far, endured this much. Every wisecrack, every insensitivity, every setback you've forgiven me is a kingly gift that you've given me.
Okay. Now, this is not blind. So I know what's next. There's actually there's a upside down snowman made of rocks to which that hat belonged. I would presume. But it's low. It's so low you cannot actually see it. So I don't know how far away it is, which is somewhat disturbing. So I'm going to punch far off of this thing and hope that it's not super close. So I'm going to position myself closer to the edge of this round stone. Oh no, it's far. Okay, it's far. So let's get kind of far. Okay, that's a good position right there. And then we'll punch and hook. Ooh. Yeah, that's a good hammer position. 3, 2, 1, punch! No! So you can't overpunch. Well, I don't even know if I swung my hammer backwards in the right way. Well, I still got 18 minutes to make an hour-long recording out of this. So I got to utilize that, I suppose. This will be slightly easier because I don't have to deal with the top hat. But I do have to deal with that present. It's further away, though. It's going to still be like 99% as hard as it was. Just don't have that 1% caused by that top hat. Now I got to tip off a bit. No, it's too far. So precise. Why does this have to be so precise? It's more precise than the one coming up after it. Okay. Here we go. Pa! Nope.
What? What? Oh.
Well, I was not expecting to get it. Okay. Okay. Got back on the anvil. Punch! Well, that was weak. Poof. Back to the anvil. Okay. Bah! Whoops. I pushed down on it. I should have kept it stationary. I don't learn, do I? Boom! Wrong trajectory. I don't know why that was so weak. Okay.
Wha- wha-
Punch and hook.
wha-
Punch. Pop. Well, that's interesting. Pop.
wha-
Pop. Boom. That's a lot of bouncing. But I did it. Okay. Okay. Whew. 3, 2, 1, punch.
wha-
Okay. 3, 2, 1, punch.
wha-
Was not enough power in that punch. Okay. 3, 2, 1, punch. Whoa. Whoa. Ah, Philly. Okay. My insurance company hasn't called me yet. 3, 2, 1, punch.
wha- 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 oh.
Three, 2, 1, punch!
No.
No, that ain't good. I can get closer. There we go. Three, 2, 1, punch! Okay. I'm sorry, I was just thinking that jump is relatively easy. I don't know why I throw an easy one in there after a bunch of difficult ones previously, but okay. Again, this game could be so much more frustrating than it is. There's so many like niceties going on here. No one's really made like a getting over it too. Bennett Foddy, it's been a long time since Getting Over It came out, but I could see there being a Getting Over It too. There's a lot of potential there. Okay. Three, 2, 1, punch! Ugh. It'd be kind of a cash grab too, as well. As all the streamers and Let's Players would immediately play it. Punch! Okay. 3, 2, 1, punch! Whoa, that was weak. Weak sauce. Three, 2, 1, punch! Three, 2, 1, punch! Three, 2, 1, punch! Three, 2, 1, punch! Man, I'm guessing. Okay. Ready, punch! Ah. Three, 2, 1, punch! 3, 2, 1. Punch! Okay. 3, 2, 1. Punch! Okay, so I have to somehow punch off of this, but I overshot last time. So maybe if I punch off of here, where I'm not exact, I could go further down, but I didn't. I can, I don't know, aim better, I guess. So I'm going to punch off of right here. Punch! Oh, it's not stone. It's actually snow. Okay. It's some weird aim. So this looks like I have a lot of leeway. Like it's a big target on my left there, so I should go for a long jump, right? Go for a big punch. Because it's hard to overshoot because it's a big sphere. Oh, never mind. It has a weird thing going on with it. Okay. But I'm still gonna do a big punch. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Punch! No. I have to do a really big long punch. Okay, that one is... Okay. Well, I'm back where I started this recording. A very familiar situation. Not the first time I started and ended a recording at the same spot. But I think it's time to end this one because it's 2 minutes short of an hour. So, I mean, progress has been made in that I've exercised the course above this point, right? I've gotten this move, the next move, gotten all the way to the snowman, right? So my highest point so far has been snowman. But I didn't make any forward progress ultimately because I'm at the part I ended at the start. I got some practice in, got a little less rusty. Anyway, there's that. I'm going to try to record something else now, and my insurance company has still not called me. I managed to get through all that without being interrupted. How about that? Oh, I have to exit the game. Quit.